Welcome to my short presentation on my dreams about flipping a school. My name is Tom Curry. My Twitter handle is @DramaticScience. Can be followed lately under the search term BIFA12 or 21st EDU. When you're watching this video, you can pause at any time to do work, to think about it, to read more. Just remember that as we go through. I'm not going to put in a pause. You just have to hit pause. So first things first, this is the link to the canvas that I'm going to be talking about on Linoit. It's just a place to put sticky notes and maybe draw out your thinking more cloud-like than linear. So go check that out now. What you're going to see in the top left-hand corner is our instructions. This talks about how this canvas is meant to work and the colors and things there. So take some time to look through that, and we'll move on. So why are we doing this? What is the point? Why flip a school? I needed to hash out a philosophy, share some of the things that I'm thinking about, and I did that in a series of sticky notes. They look like this. So you can see the philosophy category at the top, pink reactions to what's going on, and my thoughts on what students need, the theory behind it, and the research that I've done, and then some of the functions of what I expect to happen in a classroom. So take some time to read through that now if you like. What will this course look like? It needs a design, it needs a place to start, and I was thinking as a spiral. I want everything that I do to be scalable, to start small and then to grow, and hopefully grow into something meaningful for students. So I started with a spiral. So if we have a quick look at what that looks like. In the way you're going to read this, if you follow the gray information, is you're going to start with your one class, one curriculum, small set of students in the middle, and then you're going to work your way in this direction all the way around. And I've got some thoughts already put in there. Hopefully other people will come in and put in their thoughts. I just want to talk really quickly about what set objectives as a teacher team means. That's where we sit down as a group and say, if we're going to do this, what do we want students to come out of at the end to know that it's working? And I've got some thoughts on that, but that wasn't worth putting on the site right off the bat. That's further conversation and further designs needed before we get to that stage. And then just to talk about how to visualize this, when I say roll out course content as curriculum drop-down lists, I mean if you're taking Science 10 and you're in the middle of chemistry unit and you're learning about ionic bondings, the student should be able to pull down a quick list of the resources that are associated with that content and then pick from that list what it is that they think will help them. We need, as a group of teachers, to provide a defined set of resources to students to play with in the beginning so that we can build this site up. The more people that use it, the more comprehensive it is, the more likely it's going to work. Follow the spiral again through to the outside, and hopefully that all makes sense. If all of that works, how will it work to roll this thing out and curate it? That comes down to wanting to look at ranking. Why rank something? It's a quick way, we all know, to say, 100 people have read this and said it's good, and they're all in my professional learning network. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to spend the time doing that. And students should be doing the same thing with each other, because at the end of the day, a student's the best one to say that this worked or it didn't work. Spend some time reading about the ranking, and then have a look at classifying. How is it that this content then gets categorized and organized so that students can see it? And I see that working like a sort of an RSS reader, an aggregator, any of these apps that pull together resources that filter content for you, the personalized learner, like the App Store, like the Genius Bar, like go on and, there's 100 different things. So take some time to read these. And what's already been done, the fact is, the social network has existed for a long, long time now. It's just the tools now are refined and different, and I think that's why it's time now to flip the school. make the work that the teachers do, designing lessons and collecting resources on behalf of students, give that responsibility to the students now, so the teacher can be there to do it what they were trained to do in the first place, which is evaluate and be there for and organize and help and true pedagogy. So when we look at this is the social networks that came to my mind as things right now that have all different tools that are really great. How do we then pull them together into one single tool? And that's where I'm going to need the most help from real technical people, because this is talking about the underbelly, the structure of this whole open online course. And if you build this framework properly, then it should scale up easily. So where do we go now? Now it's been done, we begin. We build it. Thanks for listening. Now's the time where you ask questions, you share this resource, you move it around, we build it. And there's a lot of work in front of me, or ahead of us, and I just hope that we're going in the right direction.